Why is she so upset that a truth teller, Kash Patel, who uncovered the Spygate scandal, why is she so upset that he was going to be the deputy over there? Gee, I don't know. Maybe some hard questions would have to be asked. There's been tremendous updates in the Spygate show, which I'm not going to let go because the left, that's what they wanted. They drip the story using the strategy they use every time. So when the documents which were declassified, which they were this past week, that's why we're talking about it now, the Spygate documents, new ones came out. We now have evidence that everything they told us was false. The same media people, CNN, MSNBC, the authority figures on who's misinformation and not, who are actual disinformation specialists. The CNN folks told us forever collusion was real and Spygate was fake. They blew the two biggest stories of our time. Spygate was real and collusion was fake. No penalty for them. Why is Verizon carry CNN? You heard that Darcy and others calling for the deplatforming of OAN and Newsmax and other channels, Fox, from Verizon. Why are we allowed? They were the disinformation specialists. Everything they told you was wrong. And unlike when they come after us with their ridiculous opinions, I'm going to present to you facts. Everything liberals told you about the spying operation on Donald Trump was wrong. You don't believe me? Let's go to these screenshots. Hat Tip, Hans Monkey, and other ones. This is highlights and all them. That's right. The analysis on social media platforms can be really good if you know where to go for truth. And CNN is not one of those places. Here's a screenshot that sums up the entire Spygate collusion hoax lie all in one. We now got this for the first time. This was a deposition of one of the key players I've been warning you about forever, an FBI agent by the name of Gata. He worked in London. This screenshot sums up the whole lie in one. Look at the highlights. They asked this FBI agent, who is a key integral figure to starting the spying operation on Donald Trump vis-a-vis his role in the FBI, and they ask him, Q, that means question for the liberals out there. They asked Mr. Gata, but was it definitely political in your mind as he's interviewing Christopher Steele? What's his answer? Well, his answer, Joe, clearly because we've been told by the left, there was no political motive for spying on Donald Trump. Gata's answer, the FBI agent, when asked if it was political, says, quote, liberals, that means he actually said this, without a doubt, not even a question. He goes on then, he says, yes, I mean, it was obvious. He says it was completely obvious that this was information intended to be used by one of the parties against the other. Wait, that can't be possible. Potato Head and Oliver Doofus, they told us that the Spygate thing was fake and that collusion was real and that the FBI had a viable reason to investigate Donald Trump and it had nothing to do with politics. That's the FBI guy involved in starting the case on July 5th of 2016 when he met with Christopher Steele, saying not only was it political, it was obviously political and obviously a political hit by Hillary Clinton against Donald Trump. Can you read, Oliver Doofus? Can you read? Can Potato Head read? Are they going to correct this? Are the algorithms going to be adjusted to stop the CNN misinformation? Of course not. They'll get Pulitzer Prizes. Are they going to correct that? Joe, were we not told that? Paula, were we not told there was no politics involved in this at all? We were told that, right? So that one screenshot, notice I said to you, it doesn't just debunk one leftist conspiracy theory about their pee-pee hoax. It debunks quite a few. First, the obvious one, that this was all political from the start. Not my words, the FBI's, you just read it. Second, it debunks another stupid conspiracy theory by the media. No, folks, this wasn't started because of Hillary Clinton's dossier, the spying operation on Trump. It was started because the FBI got a tip about George Papadopoulos. Really? That's odd. Because this July 5th meeting where the FBI agent's talking to Steele about the political information Steele's given him that's going to be used to spy on Donald Trump is before the FBI says they got the Papadopoulos information. That's really odd. The meeting happens before Papadopoulos. That's really, really weird. I thought it started with Papadopoulos. That's a lie, too. That only idiots like Chris Cillizza at CNN have been promoting forever. I had to call him out on social media. Second, it debunks the myth that the case started on July 31st. May have been open on July 31st, but if you're really under the mistaken belief that they were looking to spy on Trump before July 31st, again, I've got a bridge in Palm City, Florida. I will sell you on the super cheap. Send me like $1 in Bitcoin. All yours. What a deal. Start on July 31st. Really? Why were they meeting July 5th with Steele? I don't know. They were having crumpets in London? Here's another thing, too. Oh, you know what? There's no deep state. Crazy. It happened in London. Look at this Axios story. That meeting that the FBI agent admits was all political with Steele, was all political information. That happened in London. Who was the chief of station over there in London for the CIA who would have had known about all of this? I see no way she didn't. Oh, Gina Haspel, who's scooped by Axios this weekend. Gina Haspel, who's now the director of the CIA, threatened to resign over a plan to install Kash Patel, one of the few truth tellers, by the way, as her deputy. Why was she going to resign? Gee, I don't know. Maybe because this whole meeting happened right under her nose in London, right there. Oh, she didn't know? I would love to hear what Gina Haspel, the current director of the CIA, actually knew about the political operation that started January 5th, 2016, right in her area. She then becomes director of the CIA. And no, I'm not absolving anyone in the administration for hiring her. Why did they hire her? I have no idea. I wish I knew. You know what's weird, too? That CNN, where Oliver Darcy and Stelter work still, wrote this story a while ago about British intelligence passing information to the United States government used to spy on Donald Trump. The British government. Joe, London is in the UK, correct?
That's correct, Dan.
I just have to fact check my own show, unlike Stelter. So British intelligence was passing information by Trump associates onto U.S. counterparts? That's just really strange. CNN wrote that story. What did Gina Haspel know about that when she was chief of station in London, now director of the CIA? And why is she so upset that a truth teller, Kash Patel, who uncovered the Spygate scandal, why is she so upset that he was going to be the deputy over there? Gee, I don't know. Maybe some hard questions would have to be asked.
You just heard Dan Bongino.